I'm Jaynee from Messages from Heaven by Jaynee. I think I'm going to put a hat on here in a minute. I just look pretty awful. I am an old lady, and yes, I like cats. I love dogs. Um, anyway, I'm looking at what it says, and I'm not used to using the phone to make these, but anyway. Okay, today I'm going to do the news. What is the news? Um, the just the news of the world. Um, Everything is screwed up, really, because of Trump. Um, because people have, obviously, they have the right to be obnoxious and selfish pigs, to ignore the laws. It can be seen, and especially in the Western nations, there's a little more violence and people not paying attention to the laws. Here, it's a dictatorship for the time being. It will not always be a dictatorship from now on. Right now, what's happening is Trump is gradually kicking the bucket. He is uh, slowly dying. He doesn't, of course, he doesn't want to, um, but his diet and lack of exercise is killing him. Plus, he's got, everybody, once they reach their 70s, most of the time has problems that come out by that time. That doesn't mean that it will kill you. It just means you pay attention and you watch yourself. You do whatever the doctor says you should. Boy, I really look terrible, but okay. Anyway, I used to be good looking. It's the truth. Um, mm, I'm looking at myself in this thing and it just looks awful. Okay, so he's got people around him who have a lot of say and a lot of pull. Uh, the the reason, well, he and Stephen Miller agree on getting uh, non-white people out of the United States. Americans, most Americans do not want that. They don't want people being, what's happening is that people are being, having their cars hit so that they stop, and then they have people breaking into their cars and pulling them out, spraying their children with tear gas, and causing all kinds of mayhem. That's what's happening here. Um, he was Trump was told a few days ago, that he can't have troops in the big cities. He's been stopped. So thank you. I see people are wishing me um, a blessed new year, which I really appreciate. Um, so that helps a lot not to be able to have troops in the city. They don't, I mean, these are people, what they're calling up are people who do this part time. It's a thing where they go, I think it's one weekend a month because my husband was in it years ago during the Vietnam War. Um, they go one weekend a month and 2 weeks during the summer. But now they're being called up in these cities. There's really nothing for them to do. So they hang out at the government buildings in the cities and maybe rake leaves or something like that. They really have nothing to do. But these are people who live and work in other cities, and they're being stuck. They were being stuck by Trump in cities in which they didn't live, and had to sleep on the floors in cold buildings. It was all crazy, and there was no need for them. I mean, there is crime, definitely crime, especially in certain places in Louisiana. In now I'm blanking on the name of the city, but there are definitely high crime areas, but they had nothing to do with it. They were not there to solve crimes. They weren't there to pick up people. They weren't there to investigate. They didn't do anything of that in that way. So here Trump was saying online, rather on the TV, "Oh, they brought the crime down." No, they didn't. They didn't do anything with the crime. Nothing. If the crime went down, but see, he just makes it up as he goes along. They're the crime. They had nothing to do with it. The crime was still being handled by the police in the cities, not the reserve, not the Army Reserve or the whatever. They were weekend warriors. They're not. That's not what they do. They're in the United States. We do not have Army or Navy. We don't have those people in the cities. It's not a normal thing. And for Trump to make it a normal thing is like weird. But then he does everything by, what do you call it? He makes a rule that he can do. By the way, this my now 9-year-old did this. She did my fingernails, and she did a great job. I like color, so I am a painter. Okay, so Stephen Miller is, well, he's got evil people around him, and I don't see anything in him that isn't evil. He doesn't even like dogs. I mean, I don't know how you can't like dogs. He doesn't like dogs, cats, any kind of animals. I don't think he doesn't respect women, and if we thought that he did, no. When you see him with Jeffrey Epstein, you can see and you can read what he said. And I mean, he apparently, I listened to one of the survivors yesterday, and she was saying he likes to watch. Okay, that's fine. But he was fooling around. That young woman was 14 or 13. I forget which one. And he had her, while he was watching, she was taking care of him. I'm not talking massage. No. You can figure it out for yourself. 14. She might have been 13. I could be wrong. But the other girls, it was an orgy, and he was watching. And he decided he wanted her. So he had her, like I said, taking care of him. First, he had a girl named Maria, who was even younger than the 14-year-old. He didn't like what she did, so he called her all kinds of names, threatened to send her back to whatever country she came from. And then he called this other young girl over. I read one account that was filed twice with the police from I think she was 13, and he raped her. And then he told her, well, like he was such a big deal that she should be grateful. Yeah, grateful to be raped at 13? This guy is really sick. I mean, he is tremendously, what's the word? Prejudiced? Horribly. I mean, I think that he seems to really hate people of color, of any color. I know he doesn't like Jews either. He doesn't like Arabs. He has different names for all of us Middle Eastern types. But he does like certain people for certain things. Because I remember a couple of years ago, they had a tape of him saying he liked Jewish guys with yarmulkes handling his money. Otherwise, I mean, I think with money, he's even-handed, maybe. But I am waiting. I'm kind of staying away from it. I watch the news. I watch the news on YouTube. Midas, I watch a lot, everything. And I want to know what's going on. But I think that I can't believe nobody stood up and took him out. I don't mean kill him. I mean, like, um, did something so that, because the information is all there. That, I mean, he's ruining, well, none of our departments are going to function after he's finished. He has wrecked, he's wrecked the east portion of the White House. He didn't have any, he had no, he didn't do anything like you're supposed to do when you're going to when you're going to modernize or you're going to fix a house that is historic. You have to fill out all kinds of paperwork. He didn't fill out any. I don't even know if he had people save all the stuff that was from like 16 and 1700. I don't know. I don't know if they saved it or if he just had it bulldozed and whatever, and like it was gone. I don't know, but he didn't get the permits he was supposed to get. Just had it knocked down. If I did that or you did that, we'd be in jail. Just our house. If we had a house in, say, historic Philadelphia and we knocked the front wall down, the police would come for us. People would be freaking out. And, I mean, it's pretty bad with the White House. So I wish I could tell you that he's going to be out in a couple minutes or, a day or a week. I think he's going to be in until the midterms for a whole year. And every day he does something. But maybe, well, the doctors keep saying that he has had a stroke. He's got Alzheimer's and a lot of stuff. I think he could. And I'm hoping that they take the 25th Amendment and like get him out of there. I don't care if the other one, the vice president, comes in, and I don't care if Jennifer with 3 F's or whatever. What is it, Jennifer? 3 N's, I think, in her name. I don't care. Just stop destroying the government. It is destroyed. It's going to have to be rebuilt. And that's that. And let me change the subject completely. I'm a dog lover, and I cannot adopt a dog now. My dog who died in September was 16 and a half. She was a mutt, disguised as a mutt, but she was really a German Shepherd. If you have a dog, watch the character, because my granddog, one of my granddogs, is a Jack Russell disguised as a something else. But boy, is she a Jack Russell. And my dog was a German Shepherd. She watched us. She felt that she ran our lives. She took care of us. And like I said, she was 16 and a half. She did not want to go. She didn't think we could make it on our own. And I can talk to dead people. Yeah. And so I can talk to her. But my point wasn't that. Because I look at all the dogs who are up for adoption and stuff, I see that there are so many German Shepherds and mostly in California, and some in Texas, but mostly in California. Downey. I don't know Downey from Uppy, but tons of German Shepherds are being left there. And if you are a German Shepherd owner, you know how they are. They are still dogs. They do not, even though they're brilliant dogs, they do not feed themselves. They're super curious. They will walk, if they can walk out of your yard and take a walk around the neighborhood because they're very curious, they will. And Belgian Shepherds, which are known as Malinois, they are real climbers, just in case you're thinking of one, and they're wonderful. They're shepherds too. They just happen to jump a little higher, and they will. So they like woof, out of the backyard, just in case. If you do want to adopt a German Shepherd, they will love you. They will maybe climb up in your lap and give you kisses. They don't know they're big. No big dog knows it's big. They can open the refrigerator. Maybe. Not all of them. My dog didn't. But they will, if you leave food on the table, it won't be there when you come back. If you leave candy, they'll eat it. My two scares when I thought my dog was going to die was that she got a hold of candy, chocolate stuff. And yeah, they will do it, you know. But they will let you know if anybody is trying to get in or anybody's at the door, and yet they can be. My girl never tried to hurt anybody, loved the visitors. They were coming to visit her. The cat thinks they're visiting him. They're wonderful dogs. I mean, I think dogs are wonderful, period. But I never saw a dog that was so, she was so responsible. My dog became, after she died, she came and was an apparition in my house. Now, I'm not afraid of apparitions. I've seen them, and it's fine. They're just spirits, you know. But she wanted to see, are you okay? I have to see. Because I'm a dog, I'm a German Shepherd, and I must know, and I must see with my own eyes. And that's her. So I told her, yes, we're okay. I couldn't believe she was actually here like that. But yeah, apparitions do show up, and one showed up before her. A guy just sort of showed up in the living room and saw me looking at him and like disappeared. Yeah. If you're not afraid of them, it's no big deal. They're really, it's okay. What do you think happens when we die? We become that. Like we have a whole other life on the other side. That's another subject. Okay. So today was Trump and German Shepherds. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. My guides want me to keep this up. And thank you so much for watching. I'm not doing very much, but I do have to get out and walk. Okay. Thank you from the old lady, Jaynee. That's my name, Jaynee. And if you want to know anything, you want to know about spirits or what happens when you come back, or do you come back? Do you have to come back? No, you don't. And I found out now that as far as coming back, we actually do arrange to come back. We have a lot to say in who we come back as. I have been here about 1,000 times. So it's a lot. I don't want to come back again. So let me know. It's spirits by Jaynee, by Jaynee at gmail.com. And Painter Jane at gmail.com, but you're not going to write to me there. Messages from Heaven by Jaynee. And I have a website that's that too. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.